Hey, third grade, this is Miss Liberty with your reading lesson for today, October 1st, Thursday, October 1st. Today we are going to be talking about making connections to the text that we read. Strong readers think about their own lives and experiences before, during, and after they read text. When readers can connect to the stories, poems, and other texts they are reading, it helps them to understand the text in a more exciting and deeper way. Today I'm going to teach you how to connect to the text you read in order to have a more interesting and memorable reading experience. We are going to be using the poem titled Feeling the Rain by Julie Spreckels today. So as I show you this poem, I already want you to be thinking and doing some of that before reading thinking. What do you see in our picture? From our title, Feeling the Rain. What does that make you think of? We had some rain earlier this week. What did you do on that rainy day? When I read, I always like to think about the experiences that I've had as a way to connect to what's going on in the text. This helps me to stay focused and make sense of what I'm reading. Today I'm going to share with you the poem titled Feeling the Rain. As I read, I'm going to stop and try to think about any possible connections I have to the words in the poem. Maybe I've had a similar event take place in my own life, or maybe I have felt the same way the author does. However I connect to the text, writing it down allows me to gather information to share with a friend when we begin to discuss our feelings, thoughts, and questions about the text we are reading. So listen as I read through the beginning of Julie's poem and think about your own possible connections as I read. Feeling the Rain by Julie Spreckels. The light trickle of drops on my face on a warm spring day is the perfect refreshment I need after hours of playing in the sun. Ooh, so this makes me think that the main character is outside and it's now starting to rain just a little bit on a warm day. And by saying after hours of playing in the sun, that makes me think that they have been outside for a long time. And I love being outside. So after reading this first section, I'm reminded of being a child. So when I was younger and playing outside all day on a spring day, I recall the hot sun during a late day in May and how I could smell the start of rain coming down. As the rain would start to drizzle, I would put my face up to the sky and feel it kind of wash over my whole face and cooling my whole body down. Just that sprinkle of rain helps to cool your whole body down after hours and hours of playing outside in the sun. Let's take a look at the second stanza. The second paragraph of this poem, or stanza, says, "As the sun is pushed aside by the dark gray clouds, moving rapidly toward me, I can't help but feel a sense of relief because now I get to spend my day indoors." Now this is interesting because it seems to me like the main character is excited that they get to go inside because they say a sense of relief, meaning they are feeling excited. They are looking forward to getting to spend their day indoors. So my connection to this stanza is actually a little bit different because I have the opposite feeling. I remember when I saw dark gray clouds as I was little, or even now, that gives me the opposite feeling. I enjoy playing outside in the sunshine, so seeing dark gray clouds makes me unhappy because that means my time outside is coming to an end. So sometimes your connections might be the same as the feelings that you are getting from your poem or story, or they could be different and you could disagree with the main character. So reading that first and second stanza really makes me think back to that time in my own life and feel what the author is writing about. Stopping and thinking about how I feel and how I connect to the author's words really helps me to understand the author's message and bring some more insight into a conversation I might have later about the poem. So now it's your turn. We're going to read through the rest of the poem together. I will read the stanzas aloud. As I read, if the text reminds you of a specific time in your own life or a feeling you have had, write the connection down on a piece of paper. We will stop after each stanza to give you some time to think and write. So I'm going to read the top half and stop after these two stanzas. So I'm going to stop after I read this line right here, and I'll give you some time to write your connection. When the steady rat-a-tat awakens me on an early Sunday morning, I grab my favorite book and lay on my couch and know that my day will be peaceful. The flash of light and thunderous boom that awakens me in the middle of the night feels eerie and spooky, but covers pulled tight to my chin make me feel safe. So take a minute to go ahead and write down your connection. What part of this stanza can you relate to? These two stanzas make me think of two different things. I love reading inside on a rainy day. That's one activity I do love to do inside, is reading inside on a rainy day. The thunderous boom and flash of light makes me think of thunderstorms that happen throughout the night, and sometimes they are really loud and definitely very eerie and spooky. So I have the same feeling as our poet. Now I'm going to go ahead and read the second part of this poem and read the last two stanzas. As the sun awakens and peeks its head out from the blanket of clouds, I look out my window at the glistening puddles that remind me of lazy days. When the hot summer day is interrupted by a quick passing storm, I run for cover and a cozy seat, watching the storm pass, and I wait to play in the sand again. So this last part reminds me of when the rain is finally done and the sun comes back out and we are able to go back outside. Then we are able to go back and play in the sunshine. So when you're reading a text, you need to stop and think about how the text connects to your own life. Stopping occasionally to think about possible connections you have can help you enjoy the text more, as well as have more to say when you are ready for your discussion with friends. Today in Reading Workshop, you'll use sticky notes to stop and jot down any connections you have as you read. I can't wait to hear about the ways that you relate to the pieces of text you'll be reading. On Seesaw today, you will read a poem called The Last Leaf. You will read the poem, then read the poem again. Stop and jot your connections you have to the poem, and make sure you write a different connection on each of the sticky notes. Good luck, and let your teacher know if you need any help.